Online sports gambling is set to explode in 2021. And in this video, we're going to go over the 4 top names in that industry that have high future expected growth as more states legalize online individual game betting. And the fact that the Super Bowl has just taken place, which is estimated to be the #1 most gambled on sports event of the year within North America, we're expecting these online gambling platforms to see a large spike in total revenue and users. And the American Gaming Association estimates that over 23 million people in the United States will wager over $4.3 billion on the Super Bowl that just took place. And a record of 7.6 million will bet legally with an online sportsbook, which represents a 63% year-over-year increase. And this year's Super Bowl is expected to generate the largest single event legal handle in American sports betting history. So this past weekend is a huge event and a milestone for the fast-growing online sports marketplaces that we're going to discuss in today's video. But before we jump in to the first stock, I'm going to ask you to please hit that like button and subscribe. I am the Gen Z Investor, and every single day we talk about the stock market, going over different stocks you can buy and sell, or any major market news. So please hit the like button, subscribe for those daily videos, and we're going to jump right in to the first iGaming company, which is DraftKings. Ticker DKNG. They are one of the leaders in this online casino and sports betting industry, and the company currently trades for around $63. Over the past year, they've seen a mass expansion, going from only $13 per share all the way up to the $63 level that they sit at today. The market cap on this company is at just above $25 billion, and right now they are considered the #1 online mobile gambling company within the United States. And if we take a look going forward, they estimate the total online sports betting market to be between 18 and 23 billion at maturity over the next 5 years. And going forward, they've seen some massive growth and continue to accelerate it year over year. So New Jersey is the most popular and most profitable state in the United States at this current level. And we can see their 5-year CAGR is at 25%. But over 2018 to 2019, we saw a 62% expansion, which will one day lead to the implied 21 billion total US market. So in their most populated state, in the state with the most bets and the most revenue, they have seen continuous upward momentum with fast acceleration over the past 2 years. And going forward, they expect to be the leader in the space because of their top of mind brand awareness. And that's very important. Online sports gambling is still a very new industry. A lot of people, it isn't even legal in their home state yet, and for the people where it is, they haven't tried it out. So being the top of mind and most brand aware company is extremely important, because when those individuals make the decision to start gambling online or to try it out, if you're the company they think of, you will see a large spike and continuous growth in your new user base. And DraftKings is in that leadership position. They have 26% top of mind and 31% preferred, the leader in the American market. And if we take a look, they actually have the highest rating apps on the App Store and have the longest time spent per session. That's huge. So users, when looking for gambling, they have to trust the source. And having extremely high rated apps, much better than their competition, is a very nice feat. Also, they're retaining their users much longer than their next top competitors, which are only sitting at 4.2 and 5.1 minutes. So average users are spending 100 more seconds per session on the DraftKings app. And going forward, their expected revenue is growing at 31% CAGR over the past 5 years and into 2021 full year. So we're expecting some huge growth going forward, and taking a look at some analyst predictions for 2021, we're expecting their top line sales growth to increase 56%. And the future estimate for the full year of 2021 is at 866 million. And taking a look for their earnings, we're predicting 40% annual earnings growth over the next 3 years. And from where the company is today, where they are still losing money, we're expecting a turnaround over the next 3 years in the future, with top line revenue continuing to expand. In 5 years out, we're expecting them to be profitable with close to $3 billion in annual revenue. And with regard to total share price movement, analysts are predicting 40% per year growth for the next 5 years out in the future. So overall, we've seen a ton of positive analyst predictions for DraftKings, the leader in the iGaming sector, for the next 3 to 5 years moving forward. And now we're going to move over to the second company in the online casino space that we're going to discuss today, and that is PENN National Gaming, ticker PENN. They currently trade for $128 and have grown 300% over the past year, and their current market cap is at just below $20 billion. So this company has seen a mass expansion. From their lows during the March 2020 pandemic, they were trading for around $4 per share, all the way up to $128. And this company continues to climb. And they made a recent acquisition in 2020 to acquire a stake in Barstool Sports, which I believe that will really set them apart over the long term. And PENN National Gaming is starting to see the rewards of the very strong and loyal Barstool fan base. And Barstool president Dave Portnoy is the #1 fan and cheerleader of PENN National Gaming. And taking a look at their most recent investor report, something I really want to point out is that although we're going through a pandemic, PENN understands that, and they've been really increasing and sustaining their total balance sheet. If we take a look at their liquidity, back in the fourth quarter of 2019, they had around $430 million of cash on hand. But now in the fourth quarter of 2020, they have more than 4 times that to $1.8 billion of total liquidity and cash on the balance sheet, which I really like. And so far over this latest quarter, they reduced their debt level as well to only $578 million. So that's a good sign for this company, especially with all the uncertainty in the marketplace. Having more cash is always a little bit safer at this point in time, and reducing debt, I always like to see. And the company just launched in Michigan for their Barstool Sportsbook. And right away in the first 10 days, they had close to 50,000 registers, 26K first-time depositors, and brought in over $27 million of handle. And their gross gaming revenue in the first 10 days of operation was $3.3 million. So that was a great launch in a new state of Michigan. And taking a look, the acquisition of Barstool, I actually believe, will lead to the long-term success of the iGaming and sports marketing platform of PENN National Gaming. The Barstool name is integrated with sports and the younger generation, and those are the people who are more likely to spend money and trust an online sports betting book for their gambling needs. And so far, in the first 2 days of operation, the Barstool iCasino converted nearly 15% of Michigan sportsbook customers. In the first 2 days, 15% conversion is absolutely incredible. And one thing that's very important is how powerful, like I mentioned, the Barstool name is. After they rebranded their companies and their casinos under the Barstool name, the company saw a 35% increase in the first 4 weeks in the total handle. And in addition, table games and slots in the Barstool themed area grew 27 and 26% over that same period. So the fact that the new Barstool integration is bringing in a new fan base, increasing handle, is a great sign for PENN National Gaming. And one thing I want to point out, although the company has been on a record-breaking tear, Simply Wall Street still predicts that they are close to 10% undervalued. And the fair value estimate for this company is at $142 per share. So this company, who has absolutely exploded as of late, is expected to continue to climb even higher. Getting in where they're considered 10% undervalued may be a nice entry point. And taking a look though at their analyst predictions for 2022, we're only expecting 11% total revenue growth, which I have to admit is on the slow side. For a fast growing company like this, I would actually like to see some higher pace growth and not only at 11%. So hopefully they can beat this expectation and come in above the $5.5 billion average estimate for the total revenue. And taking a look going forward, with regard to earnings and their bottom line, we're expecting a 55% annual increase over the next 3 years. And taking a look similar to DraftKings, from where we are today, where they are slightly losing money, we're expecting this company to pick it up over the next 3 years and become more profitable and grow net income each and every year as time goes on. And over the next 5 years, we're predicting $7.2 billion in annual revenue with just under $1 billion of total net income. So this is definitely another online casino name to take a look at for this fast growing market, They've already seen some mass expansion, but in reality, a $20 billion market cap is actually very small from the potential of where this company can grow once more states come out, legalize online gambling, the power of the Barstool brand. I think as a whole, PENN National Gaming could be a long-term player in the online sports gambling market, as well as their traditional in-person casinos. And now we're going to transition into the third and final online casino stock that we're going to discuss today, and that is MGM Resorts. Ticker MGM currently trades around $34 per share, and the company is up 5.8% over the trailing 12 months. Their current market cap is just below $17 billion, and they trade with a PE of 11.6. So MGM is really known to be a traditional casino and resort company, but their online sportsbook has been growing at a massive rate, and they may be a contender for a top spot position in the fast-growing industry. And taking a look at some key highlights from their latest quarter, their US properties are now open, so their traditional casinos are now bringing in some revenue before they were actually fully shut down. Their Macau is taking steps to reopen, which is another great sign, and some fundamentals long-term outlook of the business is what's really important, such as the sports betting and iGaming. BetMGM is gaining market share and momentum to become a leader in online sports betting and iGaming/casino. And that's incredible. That's what they have on the first page of their investor presentation as the long-term business outlook. And that's where they should have to focus instead of the traditional in-person casinos, which in reality, they already dominate. And taking a look, they predict the market to be at over $20 billion by 2025, similar to DraftKings. And some assumptions going forward is that over the next 5 years, there will be 38 states with legal online betting, and over 224 million adults have access to these potential rewards. And the spend per adult will be around $60, with a total expected sports betting marketplace of $13.5 billion. And with regard to iGaming, they're expecting 13 states, 61 million adults, 110 average spend, to a total of 6.8 billion total market, which if you add those up, we hit the 20 billion total market share. And for this company, they're predicting around 15 to 20% of this overall market to be under the MGM name. And over 2020, MGM has nearly doubled their online sports betting market share. And that's incredible. They started the year with around 4.5% of the total market and closed it in September at around 8.7%. So in less than 1 year, they're nearly doubled the control they have of this fast-growing industry. And taking a look at some analyst projections, for the fiscal year of 2021, we're expecting the total annual revenue for this business to climb back up 78%. So of course, they took a huge decline, more than 60% because of the pandemic in 2020, but we're expecting a massive uptick back up 78 to around 9.27 billion of total revenue for the fiscal year of 2021. So I believe if they can achieve this massive uptick in total revenue, the share price will see a nice increase, and overall, this company can be a leader in the traditional casino and resort market, which I truthfully don't believe is going away anytime soon. I think that allure and the excitement of going into casino and hopefully winning some money is still going to always drag people in, as well as the international exposure in Macau and many more places, including Japan, which is their next big market. I think MGM can be a leader in traditional and with the growth of their online sportsbook, the digital world as well. And to wrap up this video of 3 online sports betting and casino stocks to take a look at over the next few weeks because of the allure of the past Super Bowl, just remember that there's still a ton of risks when investing in any of these companies. Yes, these are the potential market leaders in this fast-growing industry. The growth is still not guaranteed. They may shoot up 100 to 300% going forward, and these are definitely probably the safest companies in this industry as a whole, but they're not making any money right now. They are posting net losses each and every year, and although revenue is seeing some nice growth, they all saw a huge decline over the past year of 2020 because of the pandemic. So until the pandemic is really over, there is always going to be a little more associated risks with these types of companies. So just keep that in mind. Thank you for watching, everyone. I am the Gen Z Investor. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just some random guy on the internet. So thank you for watching. Please speak to a qualified professional before making any true investment decisions, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.